That's why I want people to hear it.
Okay, so,
The members may be curious, you know.
okay, so,
Is it started?
is it on? So it's 6:13, so we're gonna get this, nomination committee meeting started. And, we have an agenda here. So we're gonna start with the welcome. My name is Debbie Timothy and I am a member of CB9, member of the Environmental Protection Committee.
Francisca Leopold, board member and chair for Health and Social Services Committee.
And Teresa Westerdahl, CB9 member and member of the ULIP committee.
Okay, so now we have
So,
to elect
election of a committee chair.
Okay. So I stand as I stood before. I elect you, Debbie, as the chair.
Debbie, you wanna run? You wanna be the chair?
Who would you like to do it?
Not if you do.
Huh?
Not if you do, you have experience.
No, I mean, I've done it before, I mean,
So
Let's go. I vote yes, well,
okay.
as
So,
long as you accept the nomination. 2,
Debbie,
I don't know if you can vote for yourself.
say that again?
When we vote, you can vote for yourself.
yeah, she can run if she wants to run for something.
I just will have
No,
to
no, I mean
remove
right now.
myself
You have to
at
remove
some
yourself.
point, yeah.
But she can run, we can
Okay,
nominate
so
her on the floor.
to move this along, I'll accept the nomination for the nominations committee chair. The next item on the agenda is the process for conducting the community board 9 election of officers. So, as you can see, tasks, roles, and responsibilities is the layout of the process. So,
Can you read the officers? and
so the, say that again?
what you were reading before.
Which one?
The officers, officers and qualifications.
Oh, there's the offices to be filled, chairperson, vice chairperson, second chairperson, executive secretary, treasurer, members at large, 2 members at large.
Mm-hmm.
And each officer shall be elected from the appointed members of the board and shall serve for 1-year term commencing on July 1st until a qualified successor is elected. A qualified successor shall be a member of the board who has 1, served at least 1 full year on the board, and 2, is in compliance with Article V, Section 5.4. I'm not sure what that is, but this is from the bylaws.
Yeah,
So, April?
The nomination committee timeline at the regular meeting of the board held in the month of April. The nomination committee consisted of an off number of members of not less than 5 or more than 7 appointed members shall be appointed by the chairperson. And May, the nomination committee shall elect its chairperson and shall present 1 or more candidates for each office to be held at the May meeting. Additional candidates shall be nominated from the floor at the May meeting. And in June, the election of the officer shall take place each year at the regular meeting of the board held in the month of June. The election of the officer shall be by a majority vote of members presented and by a signed paper ballot. Proxies are not permitted. If a candidate does not receive a majority vote, a runoff election shall be held immediately at the same meeting between the 2 candidates receiving the highest number of votes for that office.
so the nomination committee is composed of Debbie Timothy, Francisca Leopold, Teresa Westerdahl, Solange Benjamin, and Catherine Bochello. So you can go ahead, just wanted to put that all there. Where did you leave off?
We, tax roles and responsibilities.
want me to
Did you
read?
get to the end, or?
No, tax, I finished the June one,
Oh.
so it's tax rules and responsibilities now.
Okay, so the task roles and responsibilities, the layout is, the month process, so task actions and responsibilities and the location is, April committee selection, announce members of the nomination committee.
That's done.
All right, responsible CBN chair, location, April general board meeting that took place. May nominations, meeting date time is, today is, May 13th,
6 p.m.
at 6 p.m. at CB9 office.
So-
Nomination committee, we have 3 members here tonight, Teresa Westerdahl, Francisca Leopold, and Debbie Timothy, presenting this meeting tonight here.
So who, to contact by phone, or combination of phone and email. And she,
Chair is nominated as, for the nomination committee is Debbie Timothy. We do have a list from the district office, which is broken down into 10 members per 5 committee members. So the 3 members here have already selected their 10 members that they're gonna be reaching out to. So we are going to do outreach to the 10 members that we were assigned to. We will prepare a report for the general board meeting with all confirmed candidates. So that's this committee. So that's going to be this meeting, the meeting, May meeting is what date? So for the May general board meeting, all
It's gonna be
the,
May 20th.
May 20th, the next, general board meeting, we will have the, list of, members who will be running for these, open,
you know,
Roles.
only people that have served a year, so.
yeah, exactly.
So what do you think we should do?
Well, I think the ones in red are the new members,
Yeah, I just, Allison told us.
so I'm assuming that they probably were informed that they
They
cannot vote.
But we're not gonna call them. because
But we are
they're
not gonna
gonna
call
vote,
them,
right?
yeah, because it's highlighted.
Oh, I just meant, since people aren't here, should we take their sheets?
You can take those. We can take it with us and call from home. We've done this before.
You take
I'm
your
not-
sheet, these 3 people have to collect theirs.
Your shit, yeah.
Okay,
And then you call people
Yeah, I'm
from
not
home.
going to, yeah, they have to.
I would do extra if they don't.
Okay, so if that's the case, you can follow up right.
Let's wait and see, Allison,
Yeah,
just one question, if they don't claim these before the meeting, like, 2 days,
Say it again?
if they don't claim the sheets, the members that aren't here, if they don't claim their call sheets,
who's gonna be following up on this
I'm not too
from
sure.
this office? Okay, so someone need to reach out to these 3 people?
Yeah, so
so that they
Solange
can
and
collect-
Catherine are not here, so I believe the rest of the committee
Okay,
might
so there are
have to.
6, we have 6 folders,
Mhm.
right? So one of the folders we should share it because we don't have 6
Yeah,
people.
that's fine. And we can follow up with Fred when he gets here as well.
No,
It's
but
for-
we have, it's 10 members per person,
I understand.
right?
Yeah,
So I think 10, 5, how many folders we have?
it's not 10 per person.
No?
For me,
Well,
I have 1, 2,
okay, so
3,
mine
4,
are the
5,
2
6,
red, so
7.
it's
Yeah.
2,
mine's
4,
3 red.
5, 6,
You guys
7,
can-
8.
I was under the impression that you guys would divide it the way you'd like, based on each sheet. You can do what you like for now, and I'll follow up with Dante and Fred if you like, for what's gonna happen to the remaining numbers.
Oh, because it says member 2,
Yeah, I
so
think
somebody
Dante
has
just-
member
I
1.
have
I
1.
think Dante
Yeah.
just listed
I
it
have
because we were
three.
printing it. It doesn't mean it's for a specific person.
Yeah, it's just.
He's just
No, I get that, but I'm saying the 3 people that should be here
No, I
tonight,
understand what you're
that are
saying.
not here, someone should reach out to them
It's
so that
not
they,
not tricky.
It's only two. It's just
It's
Solange
only
and
two.
Catherine.
I mean, so lunch and, yeah,
So I'm
So-
saying they can keep this there for them,
yeah.
and one of these we can copy.
Also,
then
Teresa
we can
said that
divide.
she don't
I'll
mind
do
doing.
the extra one since
yeah,
I
if you're
have
fine with
3
doing
blacked
extra, that'd
out.
be great. Thank you.
I got 3 blacked out, so it's not that many
Okay,
more.
all right, so, yeah, so, but
Yes, I'll
in
follow
any
up.
event, someone should
I
reach
don't mind,
out
that's
to
why I
these
joined
two
the
people
committee to help.
and let them know that there are 2 folders here that they need to,
Okay.
make calls,
That's fine.
to these.
But let us
Okay.
know if they don't claim
But
it
let us, yeah, but we need
for
to
the
know,
board meeting, so we
Yeah.
can,
Yeah, I'm
Call
gonna
people.
text onto it right now and tell them.
yeah,
okay.
Alright, guys.
so, yeah, thank you.
I took 3 and 4, just for the record.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so we can just make a note of that.
I think, how many on here, because if you're gonna, because mine is not many, so I can change mine when if you're gonna take this one, and then you can.
Yours
take
is,
this one.
oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, because,
Well, I got your name on here too.
where?
Right,
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so you have what number? You have,
Number 4.
so you have Fran, number 4.
And Teresa have
Debbie.
1 and 3.
Number 2, Teresa,
I have 1 and 3.
1 and 3. Okay, great.
It ends up not being that many at all.
Yeah, no, it's pretty, and.
And I already know the answers.
What?
Well, Fred already announced.
And Fran and me already know.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know for sure. I don't know. You might change your mind.
No,
You don't think so?
no, I'm not changing that.
So I'll put no, no, and then I only have like 8 calls left.
Okay. All right, so where were we? Anyway, in any event, so we do have assignments. So we're gonna have to prepare the report based on the information that comes out of these,
Yeah, so when we call those people,
I'll-
then we'll just come back and say who,
yeah,
yeah,
and then put that together.
yeah.
And,
So we'll have a total of how many people went in for chair, how many
Right.
people went in for,
exactly.
yeah.
Okay, so,
And we'll ask, and they can run for more than one position. You can run for as many
Yeah,
positions
yeah.
as you want, right?
yeah,
Just be, another thing that you could think of that we should say to them, that they can, you can run for anything, you can run for as many positions as you like.
do we need like, let's see what else is on here. Okay, so this is the night of the meeting. You have to open the floor first. Well, the floor has to be open for additional nominations. So that's the nomination chair, that would be the designee. And, once all the nominations are made, then we close, you know, I usually announce 3 times if there are any additional nominations. So that's, okay, so I guess they have an easel here that's required, that's that's the district office, responsibility. The ballots, the paper ballots must be created, so that's the district office. Are you guys at the same? I'm at the ballots now. So that's the district office. But I would like to see the layout on these, where we need to, when we are doing the count, where the list of all members is, you know, coming this way, and then the people that's running is going across, so we can check off.
And we need a proper spreadsheet,
Right, that's what I'm saying.
the ballots and a spreadsheet.
Right, all on
For
one,
easy
it can be all on
easy
one, like,
tabulation.
yeah. So
But
the
that's
last
just for our
time,
purpose though.
yeah, for our purpose, to get it accurate, because the last time I requested it, but it wasn't done that way, so things were like a little off.
Alright.
Let's be clear with that request.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, so we're gonna make that request where,
Let Alisa know what you want.
okay, so for the, once with the nominations are made and it's closed, and we are doing the count of all the ballots, the preference is to have an Excel spreadsheet with all of the members, going, like you would do a sign-in sheet, And then the people that are running for office goes across this way, so it would be like a box where you check. After you read each ballot to whoever is doing the count.
Okay.
So it's easier that way to go down and, count
Count.
the total.
So would you guys like to make an Excel spreadsheet?
Yeah, that's a request for the night, when
So let the board
so for
office
the-
to make
yeah.
that first.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
fine. I like
okay, I mean, I can send an email or I can just create something and send it up,
that. Yeah, for sure.
yeah,
That's not a problem.
okay, so that.
So the night of, we don't waste so much time.
Yeah,
Counting,
last time we didn't
yeah.
have that, so, and I made a request, but in any event, yeah, okay, so I'll follow up
A
on that.
spreadsheet, so it's easy to calculate the ballots
Yeah.
after we get
Understand.
them.
Okay, so that's for the ballots and,
Thank you, Allison.
yeah, and then the candidates, they would make like speech, about their,
Yeah.
How many minutes?
2 to 3, yeah.
2 to 3 is good.
I don't know if we would like, we requested like biography or,
Yeah, that's what she was saying. I said we don't need all of that.
We do that.
But what?
Well, so you know
If some,
who's
no,
running.
if somebody, I don't need somebody story. If somebody, the main important thing is for someone to come and stand up and say, this is why I'm interested in running for this office. And it has to be a place where that person is interested in the community, has a viable interest in what's happening. Just don't come and have the name on the, just have a seat on the board and you're not producing anything. A lot of people just want to be on the board just because they have an agenda.
well,
So,
yeah.
so if somebody come, because somebody come in and we want to hear from you, we want to hear why you want to join the board, what you want to contribute.
What I would say to that is, given the past experiences where at these meetings where people are like, well, where is where's the bio or where's the resume or whatever, So we just want to make sure that all those things are in place so that we don't have all this.
Yeah, well,
Back and forth.
somebody's coming to serve on the board of volunteer position, and we're asking them which university they went to, how many jobs they had, and we don't need all of that.
It's up to them what they put down on their
It's a-
resume. It's up to them what they put down on their statement. We're not forcing
If you ask
them.
somebody for a bio, or Freddie's comment, you ask somebody for a bio, that is me, everyone is going to their own opinion, right?
My
I just
sincere
don't-
apologies for my lateness.
You're not, I'm looking at your face, you're not sorry, so just put the bike down and come sit down.
That's why she's best.
So we're gonna request that, just to make sure that,
I think we could request either or. Do you want a bio or a resume?
okay, yeah, we can do that.
I want a bio and I want a statement.
Okay. So,
What was the reason?
A statement is like, I want to serve on the board because of blah, 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 whatever reason they want.
Okay.
Whatever their, I feel like I've been, going to a lot of meetings. This is an example. And I would like to serve because I want
I
to
got
serve,
you.
okay. All right, so, yeah, so, where are we now? Voting.
Bio or resume is the same thing, really.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the ballots. And we
The
are
bio
now, so
and
they're
the
gonna
resume,
make
one of
it,
them have more info than the other.
then the other, yeah, the bio is short.
Well, people can put anything they want. I've seen people write really long ones.
Well, are we gonna sit there and tell them what not to put? I mean,
But they can put whatever they want. That's the point, is if they
We
don't.
just tell person with a short
And I know
bio.
some
Yeah,
people don't
that's it.
submit anything at all.
Ladies,
That
thank
is
you so much.
happening.
All right, so we'll make that request and, yeah.
We're requesting
And,
a bio and a statement as usual.
Oh, so
Okay,
Huh?
so we're called to order?
Yes, we've
Yeah,
nominated
what
a
to do.
chair. We gotta get out of here.
So the candidates are, gonna make their speeches once they're nominated and, the counts are in and all of that stuff.
We did, to catch you up, we did ask for a spreadsheet,
Yeah.
so it's easy to tabulate. That's running. We have the lists. 2 people didn't show up.
Okay,
I
so,
took a 2.
Okay.
So after they've made their speeches, we're gonna distribute I guess the board office is going to design
Ballot?
the ballot.
For the June meeting, for the June election.
Well, when you say speeches, speeches usually come in the June meeting.
In June.
Yeah,
meeting.
yeah, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Because
Okay.
for me, my thing is that, and I think that you've been right across the street, and Fred, you have been, we have the judges who run. When the judges run, they introduce them who they are, the district they're running for, right? And then they call them up, and then they give a statement as to the interest, why they're running, and what they're saying, and whatever. They're getting the check at the end of the day. But no one asks them to have bio and have run this and have to do this and have to do that. I think it is quite interesting that someone come up and then you have to come up and say, why? I did it. Why are you interested
Right.
in running for this position? And it's all well and good with me, but I don't think that it is necessary for a volunteer position to have the people running through hoops to get bio and get resume and all of that. They're not applying for a job that they're getting paid for.
Well,
Right? I want them to give information as to who they are. You know, you're not to know that person's not anybody in good standing because but even though somebody give you a bio and whatever, that doesn't mean because they give you all of that, they're in good position. But at least you know that you're coming to the board, so you have something, something about them that make you understand that this person's coming, they'll be contributing something.
Right.
They're not quacks. They're coming, but I don't think that we should make it so. We should open it for persons to be, hello?
As far as I'm concerned, I would ask for attendance records. I wanna vote for somebody that has good attendance.
Absolutely, that's a
That
major problem.
is, that we could ask the board for, definitely.
Alright, let's ask for that.
okay.
Ask the board for attendance for those persons, if they show interest in running, that they show attendance.
That matters to me, personally. I want somebody who's gonna show up because we need the votes timely. That's why we're all here, right?
Well, I mean, when you fill out the application to be a member of a community board, all those things are laid out.
Mhm.
So it's a commitment you're making. So, it's,
Then people don't follow through and
Well,
then
right.
they wanna run for,
So that is the only reason why what you say makes a lot of sense. So we want someone that that person, that's the reason why it is so important that the people who just join, that they are not eligible to run because they're just coming in. So persons who've been there for a year, that they both have a record of the attendance.
Well, let me ask this. So is there a... Okay, no, I'll leave it alone. So I think the attendance records are fair game.
Mhm.
The opportunity as a committee, if somebody's already in trouble, so in other words, if they're already beyond the 50%, but they just haven't been tabbed yet, that's something you guys, I think, should be able to highlight in terms of you already have substantial amount of attendance, even though it hasn't been flagged. So that might be something.
You're not in good standing.
Well, substantial amount of attendance. So if you miss more than half the meetings,
I think that is one of the reasons why. So when we look at it and then you call and then we look at it and the person is interested in running for chair.
Mhm.
And then as anything else, you know that the chair have to be present 85% of the time because that's why they have a second vice chair.
Mhm.
But then when you look at the attendance and that person and then you connect with this person, say, hey, looking at your past records, your attendance, you've missed over 50%. And that person said, hey, yes, I know I'm aware of that. But this is what was the reason that I couldn't make it, right? But then it's a valid excuse. Where do we go from there? What do we do with that?
But I think that is something that the board needs, the community board office needs to address. And we should actually get information about that, so that we have that information available so that we can look at it and say, okay, well, if we reach out to this person that's decided that they want to run, then we should bring it up to them.
Well, let me offer this.
But that should be the board addressing
Let
it.
me offer this. I think that what we typically do is, especially when we see people getting into attendance problems, we will have a conversation. To a friend's point, life is happening for a lot of people. there's illness, there's sickness, there's work conflicts, there's a whole bunch of things that happen. But they still have a commitment to the board, which is why sometimes you may see people whose numbers are a little bit shaky, but you know, you had a bad patch and that's what it is. What you may consider is if they're still on the board at this time, there is a conversation that has been had, and at the very least, they're in good standing for now, notwithstanding the attendance records, because there's a conversation that's been had. Typically, most of these have already been had, so it's like if they're still there, it's like, okay, maybe they're on that 50% mark, because again, there was a bad patch, but they're still here.
So are you saying that that has happened already?
It's happened. Oh, listen, it happens a lot.
Okay, because we don't know that, so.
Right.
We wouldn't know that.
No, and let me say this.
But that's not for us to know.
Right, and you know, and this
That's
is
for
a
the
little
board.
bit,
And moreover,
obviously this will be to the prerogative of the committee, but I think part of that is, and you know, it's purposeful because, you know what, I don't believe in shaming people, or I don't
yeah,
believe
that's
in,
not for us to know.
if people have personal issues that they've been dealing with,
Yeah,
that's
I'm not
fine.
gonna ask anybody in personal issues, but it's just basic attendance. If you're coming, great. If you're not,
Well, and you know what, and maybe we just let the numbers speak for themselves, and people will be able to judge, but I don't, you know, I'm very careful
no
about.
reason.
But I am.
Right, I don't wanna put anybody on the
But I
spot,
am just
you know.
saying, the only thing I'm saying is that, because you can't just tell the person, I'm so sorry that we cannot accommodate you at this time, you know, for your role in this. We just have to give the reason as to reason why, right? That,
Well, and that's the thing, sometimes the reasons are personal, and
Yeah.
I don't wanna necessarily put somebody's business.
no, we not because we didn't just say it because of your attendance.
Well, here's the thing. I think what people are going to do is that I think it's fair. The numbers are the numbers. The numbers say
Right.
what they say. And I think at the
And
point,
then let
every
people
candidate
decide on their own.
and the candidates are going to give their speeches, and the numbers are going to be there. And if they wish to, or they wish to address that, or they wish to make the commitment where it's like, you know what, I had my spot, so I understand my numbers aren't where they are, but I'm in a much better place and I'm ready to commit. And this is what I'm going to offer. Members will make their choices based on that.
It's just with, you know, as we know, the exec committee and having everybody present makes, people not being present can cause big trouble for the board
Absolutely.
in the long term. You know, having a meeting without quorum is bad news. So I don't wanna have that.
But we have a quorum.
But most people, when they fill out the application, you're making a commitment, so that's your commitment right there, the
Yeah, it is,
application that
but
you
a
fill
lot of
out.
people don't just.
But I still feel that, I hear what Fred is saying, but at the end of the day, I'm speaking based on what's on my mind, right? Somebody said, I would like to put in for first vice chair, okay?
Mhm.
First vice chair, when they turn, we notice that that person is way down there when it comes to attendance.
Mhm.
And then we point it out to the person go and stand up there, or else we see that that person attendance is whack. And you allow the person to go up there and do all that talking. But then at the end of the day, you know it's not gonna go through. I think we should address it before we allow the person to go up there.
I don't know if we can.
No, I don't think that, I think that's a board officer needs to.
When I say we, I mean, I'm talking about you guys
Yeah,
have to
that's their
address it.
office.
The
No,
board,
and that's what I'm saying. In most
yes,
instances,
the board
we've
office
addressed.
have to address it.
In most instances, we've addressed. So I
Yeah.
mean, there might be some numbers where people are a little bit lower.
Okay.
They're not quite the 85, 90%, you know, whatever it is. In most instances, we have the conversations, and most people are, those people who have those kind of attendance issues are, we let them go, or we don't address them.
Okay, so then
because-
you guys then have to let us know.
All right,
that's
that's what I
Well,
said.
but this is what I'm saying. So what I'm saying
Okay,
is,
let-
and this is, and that's something that my suggestion is that if they are there, as long as they have satisfied the others, they're okay.
Okay.
Now, of course, I have no problem with the numbers already what the numbers are. If board members want to consider that,
Let's have that.
I think that's fine. That's fair game. That's public knowledge. That is public knowledge, so it's fair to say, listen, you know what, the entire board's records can be up there. If you want to stand up there and say you want to vote, then the understanding is as well, you need to be making a commitment right off the bat that this is an aberration. I went through a bad part, but I'm going to be committed to this. I fully understand, and this is what I'm offering in terms of my service to serve as an officer. Which I think, to that point, I think is fair, and I think it's a better statement in terms of what are we getting? What are you going to contribute? What are we getting?
Well, that's a tough question, because,
Yeah.
people do things for, reasons
They do.
beyond the real reason that they're sitting on a board volunteering.
Yeah, because
you
I
know?
see
So-
before, there were persons who sit in they sat there, and they shout and they shout out to you, they shout at the people on the board, and they talk a whole lot of things. And then those very same persons, they become member of the board, and then I see them contribute to nothing.
And that becomes the process in terms
They
of.
contribute nothing, but they had a loud mouth talking. You're not even seeing them coming to,
Right.
when the votes come, you're not even seeing them. Once they flip the winner, you don't even see them. But they were the ones who had the loudest mouth, shouting and saying, why you did this and this shouldn't be done, and you know. And
But some of what we're doing is we're allowing the board to see that. So in other words, if you remember the board, you've seen this. So I think that people are going to raise their eyebrows if, oh, all of a sudden now you want to be an officer. You were on the other side throwing rocks before, but now you want to be an officer.
So,
Explain yourself.
But I think those discussions have to be had with the board office and the council members and Borough Hall, because those are the people that, you know.
Well, from an attendance perspective, the board can deal with that. After that, I mean,
yeah, but
this is
putting them
not-
on the board right now as an
Yeah.
officer, it has nothing to do with
Yeah.
elected officials and borough hall
And
right now.
just for that, for the knowledge.
So they're the
board-
ones that's appointing them as community board
Yeah, but
members.
then they're ready, so there's nothing.
Right. There's
Yeah.
nothing that can be said.
There's nothing left to be
that
said to them right now. It's all left to us.
Well, we're having a big change, so with Fred not running, so I would just like to use as much caution and
Yes,
have as much knowledge as possible with our selections.
yes, and that have been an issue. That have been something on my mind. You know, it's a big change, and we have to. I think that too many times when we're sitting at the table, we have to look at the work that needs to be done. The work that has been done before, the continuation of the work and enhancing the work, and not the work not going down. And then we have to put friendship, favoritism and all that, and think of the interests of the community, not the interests of the board, but the interests of the community. The persons that will come in, the persons, you can ask me to be chair. I remember one time they asked me to be chair. I said, who, me? You know nothing about being chair. I ain't know nothing about running the board. I ain't doing that. So I am picking up a position I know that I can run.
Yeah,
You know,
Robert's
because
rules of order.
It cause disaster. You know? Somebody, and I'm not going to run for second, for first vice chair either. Because in the chair's absence, I have to step in. You understand? So me not stepping in that, I am taking a role that I can, and there are persons who just don't understand that you can't pick up what you can chew, what you can swallow.
Well,
So we have to be very mindful.
this is true, but separate and aside from that, I also want to say, and you know, this is something I feel, you know, is heartfelt. There's a lot of talent on the board.
We know that.
So, and I think part of the thing is the growth that we're going to continue, and I think the good thing is that we have experienced members who have been here before, and who are very good at holding leadership accountable. And that's something that never goes away even after the election. We have to hold leadership accountable, we have to hold the board accountable. So I think, you know, it's a good conversation, and it's, you know, the election doesn't stop the process where all of a sudden now nobody's interested in leadership. We have to continue to support, we have to continue to hold accountable, and we have to also continue to develop people as well.
And encourage.
And encourage.
Yeah, but
encourage
people
and
have
develop.
to feel, you know, encouraged as well, you know,
Absolutely.
because a lot of people say, I mean, you see the same people doing the same thing over and over and over and over. So, I mean, this is why I step back, because I'm like, okay, 50 people is supposed to be on this board, what's going on here? You know, so.
And that's what I'm saying, because people are voting for the very same people all the time because of friendship. Well, it should not be that way. It should be persons who are coming in, who are able to take the baton and continue the race. It should not be a friendship, or this person, oh, I'm running, and vote for me, oh, I'm running. No, that's not how it should be. You can vote for who you want. I'm not saying don't vote for you, but at the end of the day, we have to make sure that the work continues.
Absolutely.
And
Okay,
then-
so,
No, I was just telling Fred will die as Fred, because Fred believes in people. Fred believes in second chances and two chances.
okay, so. For the sake of time, we can move this along, and pick it up another time. Okay, so once the voting process, after the candidate speeches have been concluded, the ballots can be distributed to all board members present. Board members will deposit all ballots into the designated ballot box, so I'm assuming that the board office that will make sure that that's available. The committee will count and verify all tallies. We've requested a spreadsheet to accommodate that. Notes, unsigned ballots should not be counted. If a ballot is improperly filled out, a vote should not count. If the voter's intent is not clear. That's correct. The committee will report to the full board the results of the voting. Runoff elections will be conducted for any position in which a candidate did not receive the majority of the votes cast. The final result should be recorded in the board minutes by the executive secretary. The filled out ballots should be all placed in an envelope and sealed. The envelope must be maintained in the district office for at least 6 months. Okay.
Nomination committee.
The one thing I don't see here is that generally, don't we have one more meeting, after between May and June,
There will be another meeting, correct.
there will
So
be a
after the
meeting
nomination, there usually is one more.
after.
There maybe there are maybe a couple more.
maybe two
Primarily,
more.
it's for the
Oh,
logistics, to figure out the logistics. Additionally, I think, I'm trying to recall,
Just before the June meeting though,
before the June
the
meeting.
June election.
Yeah, before the June elections and to collect bios, I guess, the collection of bios, but that might be done electronically.
If they,
Can you,
Dante does that every time.
You know, I know there's been times where the chair has collected that, but I mean, if you wish to refer that to the district office secretary.
It's,
what, the
Bios.
bios?
you wanna collect the bios? or you
But
have
it
the
usually
board?
comes to the
Dante does,
office and
yeah.
then they give it to
And
us.
Dante follows up, I know, he's very good at like making sure you get your.
Hello, young lady.
Hey, how are you?
How are you?
Hi, hey, oh, the whole gang, everybody's
Yeah.
here. I actually don't wanna see the transportation committee, but I was just wondering, when does she come back? I just found out about the shelter that's gonna be putting the Ramada in. Has that been a discussion?
So we
We
can
gotta,
you-
we
had
gotta
a
do.
yeah,
call
we're
last
in a
night.
meeting right now, so.
No, but I just went,
We had a town hall last night.
last night?
Yeah, there was a town hall last night at the school.
Oh, the 12th, yeah, I was working late.
Yeah, they had a town hall last night.
We have to finish our.
Is there any, thank you.
Okay, so
Thank
yeah,
you.
so the midterm vacancies. So committee selection, announce members of the nomination committee. Am I on the right page?
Yeah, that's not applicable, that's a good.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, yeah. Okay, so that's, yeah, so tasks, so I guess we can, pretty much,
We should meet at least once, twice more, right? Once to make sure we called everybody.
Here's the thing, we are on a tight, this meeting is a little bit on
Yes.
the late side. We are tight because normally we would meet in 2 weeks, we're meeting next week as a board. So, in the interest of time, what I think is the easiest thing to do is work with the office, let them send out an electronic canvas. So that way, anybody who's interested, they can respond back to it, they can probably do it as a
Email.
Google form, yes. They can do it as a Google form if they're interested in running, or if somebody wants to nominate somebody.
So you're saying that the board meeting is next week?
Next week.
Next week Tuesday?
Next week, Wednesday.
Wednesday, so, okay, so we don't have much time.
We don't, so I think that, we don't. Really, probably the next step could be a meeting on Monday, if we need to just regroup. Again, I know that this is a very tight time frame because of, we moved the board meeting up. So your best bet is probably to just organize in terms of getting the canvas out. If you can make phone calls, that's great. But I think one of the things about the process has always been, board members can nominate. If they didn't get called or they didn't see the email, they will have the opportunity.
So that
to do
means they will be nominating on Wednesday?
On the floor.
On Wednesday.
On the floor.
And we should call each of these people 2 times, except.
If you can, yeah, absolutely. If you can split it up, absolutely. But I think one of the things Dante can really quickly get that out there is
There's
get
2
that out.
sheets that haven't been taken for Cat.
2 packages for 2 people that's not here.
And we can make sure we get them, or we can make sure we call, who's chair? Okay. Debbie, I don't know if you want to contact them, or if you want.
Well, I made a request for the board office to reach out to them tomorrow.
And they can communicate.
And let them know that there are 2 packages here that they need to pick up
Okay.
to reach out to the,
And the request for an email to go out to all the members that they can run.
The district office can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can do that.
Make sure they know though.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you have to talk to Dante,
Mhm.
so they can send it out ASAP.
Nominations are
Right.
open.
I'm sorry?
We are running, we're gonna be going away to drink our peanut colada. I said, yeah, well, we are free.
No, we'll just be sitting in the front row.
All right, so, yeah, so,
Hey, how are you?
Hi.
So the next one we're going to, which one we doing now?
so I guess this is
We're doing
a,
nominations.
a draft solicitation
Almost
for
done.
nominations, yeah. So this, I guess, Dante can use this format to, send out, I guess maybe tomorrow?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think there's just a couple of dates. Like I said, I know this is very tight. So if you want everybody to respond, it can probably go out tomorrow. Tell everybody to respond by Monday.
right,
Yeah.
so
And-
we are sending you this email to notify you of the upcoming election for officers. The first task of the nomination committee is to identify those board members who wish to be listed on the ballot in June. The elections will be the following officers: chairperson, first vice chairperson, second vice chairperson, executive secretary, treasurer, and member at large, 2 members. The action required if you're interested, so I guess you can use this format, and yeah.
Send that out.
And then, yeah, so that's fine.
The only thing is that he will just have to specify the date that they have to respond by Monday.
Right,
Yeah.
so,
And then, it will be announced at the Wednesday meeting, so the people know.
Well, that's coming fast. We're very busy. We have a lot going on. Okay.
so Monday is,
So then Dante will have to email us and let us send a list of the people who responded.
yeah,
By
so that
Monday,
we, yeah, have an
So,
idea.
yeah.
So Monday is the 18th.
And then we'll have one meeting. with
Okay,
the-
right.
At 7 o'clock I have to excuse.
Okay, so the-
Sister picking me up to go to church.
Yeah, I have a meeting on jump on. Officer qualification for bylaws, a qualified successor shall be a member of the board who served at least 1 full year on the board and is in compliance with Article 5, Section 5.4 of the CB9 bylaws regarding regular attendance. Yeah, we go the attendance thing again. Officers' duty, the duties of the officers as defined by the Article 7 of CB9 bylaws are listed below.
Is the,
Chairperson, yeah, first vice, so that's a breakdown of
Most
the,
of this is just bylaw language.
yeah, yeah,
And for the, we'll go over it in June, but I think it's good to emphasize.
yeah,
You know, that you can select one candidate, but for member at large, you can pick 1 or 2.
yeah.
I
So
think
we
at
got
the
more.
meeting next week,
Yeah.
this here should be read
Yeah,
at the Wednesday meeting.
And when those ballots are done, I think it'd be really clear to take them seriously because a lot of people make mistakes and invalidate their ballot.
so I think, yeah, so maybe people, I mean, members can get a copy of this attached to whatever the meeting items for that night, so that they know, or we can read it out.
To Ms. Westerdahl's point about the ballots, we can work with the office to say, listen, they can probably give a mock-up of a sample ballot, and like you ever see this is right, they put a green check, this is wrong, and they put an X, this is wrong, and they put an X, just so that way board members might have a sense of, this is what the ballot is going to look like. This is the way you're supposed to mark your ballot, make your
Yeah.
choices.
Yeah.
So that way, to your point, they know what's supposed to be the correct way.
Okay,
that way we
so then
invalidate
this
too
can
much.
be attached to whatever this sample is. This,
But the sample doesn't even need to go for this month, but we can probably get that in time for the election. So
Okay,
that way people can have a sample,
Yeah,
this
so
is
they
what it's
can
gonna look
write.
like. Your ballot has to include this, you can sign it, you
Right.
have your name. These are the places where it's gonna be wrong. If you have 5 names, then guess what?
okay,
5 names for a candidate, there's no vote recorded. If there's-
okay, so that's, pretty much self-explanatory, so I guess, I can reach out to Dante tomorrow morning
Mhm.
and follow up on this information here. If no one else has any questions.
Just to be late, my building was having a co-op meeting, I'm sorry. So I had to split my
So
time.
we're finished now.
I'm sorry.
You guys are just done?
Yeah.
Well, listen, so
You
we'll
can
record you for the
sign.
attendance, so
Okay,
just for the attendance, you're recorded,
All right.
and we will speak to you offline, and we'll make sure we catch you.
alright, no problem. I still I need to go to my co-op board meeting. You know.
What exactly are you?
You're Solange, right?
Solange, yeah.
Solange.
Okay, all right, no problem.
I got it.
Yeah,
Now.
I'm just gonna use the bathroom.
So long.
Okay.
So this, was this happen?
Oh, give her the sheet. You gotta call.
Well, listen, just because I know that we're gonna break up, so listen, is there any other business that you need to do, or any information you need from me specifically?
The only thing we need is just get,
No,
the
Give Solange, you gotta,
okay for.
but this is just a folder with
What is
just
this?
copies.
Yeah, I'll talk to them today.
Yeah, that's just a blank one.
What is
Okay,
it,
so
Solange?
yeah.
Just do Solange us. Okay.
So who do I need
Those
to
are the
call?
10 people that.
Oh, so I need to
People
call
in the
them.
green, yeah.
And do what? And say,
say, take this
You
packet,
see you have your.
There's a,
thing at the
um,
back.
just say, would you encourage them, say, would you like to run
here,
for
there
a
it is.
position, these are the positions, and just, you can call them more than once too.
Alright, no problem.
We're supposed to really call people twice,
Okay.
just if they don't,
What's the timeline on it?
Here. So that by Monday,
Right, by Monday?
yeah.
So, and just so you know
So
as well,
that's, yeah,
there's an email that is gonna go out to the entire board.
right.
Okay.
Asking them if they want to run for a position. This is just a backup in terms of making the phone calls and emails.
So
to
that's
that.
like a
So I-
summary of what you can say.
Did you respond? Would you like to, do you want to be considered for?
Alright.
We
Okay,
wanna encourage people to be,
Alright, I'm with,
participate in
To attend.
democracy.
alright, no problem. And these
Yeah.
are the folks I have to call.
yeah.
Okay.
The red one is new member,
Okay.
red, so don't call that.
Don't call the name.
Right.
Alright, no
They have to be on the board at least a year,
problem.
yeah.
And I'm so sorry, I just, it was just.
No problem, I
you
gotta
know?
run and jump on a meeting now.
Yeah, I couldn't, like, I
so-
needed to go because so many changes are happening over there and I need to
Yeah,
at least just let them know.
Don't worry,
what
you're
I
here,
felt,
you're
you
here
know?
now, you came late.
So,
So I'm so sorry, I'm
So
have
if
to
you- oh,
actually.
did she
And you
turn
can
that
watch
on?
on YouTube
So,
if you.
let me just close
Okay.
this meeting
I'm
off, It's-
standing
the time
right in
is now.
You just let me.
If there are no
let me
further
stand right in
questions,
front.
this meeting is adjourned at 7 PM, thank you. for
Okay,
your
second
attendance.
adjournment, third,
Just let me stand right in
thank you,
front.
Debbie.
You're welcome.
Allison?
So I will send an email to them.
Allison's
Can't
gonna-
believe it.
Yeah.
And when I apologize.
Yeah, thank
for
you.
Monday.
You're welcome.